Hey, what's up, guys? This is Halfway, broadcasting from around the world in Phnom Penh, Cambodia. Hope everybody's having a great day, or evening, or afternoon, whatever time it is for you. Also, again, maybe I don't think I've said it in a while, but thank you again, everybody who's like watching my channel, who's active on my Facebook, who watches my Facebook videos. I know everybody has busy schedules, everybody has a life. But it's really cool, when you guys tune into what I'm doing here in Cambodia and you see what I'm doing and what life is like here. Obviously, for those who are planning on coming here, it's a great resource for you guys. But also anyone else who just watches that is just watching. I appreciate your guys' time and appreciate tuning in. So, excuse me. So, yesterday I called into work. I was feeling, I've had a cold for like, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 days now, maybe even a little bit longer, 4, 5, 6 days, whatever. But I've been like, okay, I've been getting through each day. Sunday morning, I did my Facebook Live video, and I was with like a group of people. We had a few beers, and I don't know, I didn't drink that much. I had like 3 or 4 beers, but maybe it was enough to like weaken my immune system. Somebody, maybe you guys can put in the comments, does beer weaken your immune system? Because for whatever reason, so Sunday I went home, did some stuff I had to do, did some schoolwork and stuff. And then Sunday night I went to bed and I kept waking up like all night long with like these terrible, terrible coughing fits and like all throughout the night. So finally I woke up Monday morning, that was yesterday, and my throat was just like so raw, like so sore. And I just feel like I got a terrible night's sleep because again, I was just like up all night coughing like so many times. So I called out of work today, or not today, yesterday. Yesterday was Monday. But I don't know if it's just because, I don't know if it's just like an American culture thing. It might just be an American culture thing, but I think most people would agree in the US, like calling out of work is so demeaning and it's like so, I feel like it's like really looked down upon. Like whenever I call out of work, I always feel so guilty. And I still have that with me here today. Like even when, I wanted to call out again today almost too, because I'm here, I'm doing okay, my throat really hurts. And the thing about being a teacher, this seems like it should be obvious, but if you're not already a teacher, you talk a lot all day long, you talk all day for hours and hours and hours. And the day is only halfway over and I can already feel like my throat is like decaying. It hurts really bad. So this morning, like I wanted to call out too, but again, I just got that jarring feeling like inside your chest, like whenever you go to call out. Again, maybe not everyone is like this. I've also had a lot of jobs when I was in the US where like calling out was just forbidden. Like I've worked in a lot of restaurants, whether I was serving or bartending. And again, if it's like, a Friday night or a Saturday night, like you can't call out of work. There's no way. It doesn't matter if you're like dying, you have to go to work. And stuff like that. So like I feel like just in the American culture in general, I feel like working really hard and always going to work and being on time and all of that is such a large part of like our heritage or whatever. And again, I just felt really guilty about it. So I came to work today. I feel like it's something we shouldn't feel guilty about, right? Like if we don't feel well, why do we feel guilty about taking a day to recover or 2 days to recover or whatever? But anyway, besides that, so also to talk on the same topic, I feel like I get sick here more in Cambodia than I did in the US. And this could be maybe for different reasons. I feel like my diet, I get about the same nutrients in terms of proteins, vitamins, minerals, carbohydrates, whatever. Some of the food I eat is a little bit different, but it's essentially consistent of the same type of stuff. So I don't think that's it. I never really took like vitamins or anything back home. I don't do that here, but again, that's not like a change. So it could just be lesser quality of stuff here. That's definitely one possibility. But I think a large part of it is also now that I'm working in a school environment. Because kids are kids are sweet, but they're also gross, disgusting, vile creatures. And they're always like touching gross things and like, picking their nose and touching each other's faces and putting their hands in like dirt or mud puddles, like whatever they can find. And then being in a closed environment, so these kids, if one of them gets sick, if one gets sick, we're all sitting in the same classroom for 2, 3, 4 hours a day. Some students longer, depending on how long they come here each day. But so if one kid gets sick and you're sitting in this closed environment in a classroom all day with all these other kids, you know, it's probably more likely that you're going to get sick too. Maybe it's something I should speak to other teachers about to see if their experience is the same. Because in my best guess, I think that's what I attribute it to. I don't get deathly sick here often. I've had food poisoning a few times, which is terrible. Please, I hope no one experiences food poisoning. It's a terrible, terrible experience. But besides that, I just get a lot of colds, like a lot of common colds, like sore throats, like a little bit nauseous, head colds, you know, stuff like that. So just be aware of that. And I don't know. Besides that, again, medicine here is super cheap. I rarely take medicine. Like when I broke my ribs, I took pain medicine for that because I was in a ton of pain. But in terms of like regular medicine, like cold medicine, I just can't take cold medicine. Cold medicine, like if I took cold medicine today before I went to work, I would have to not work. Like I would just be asleep at my desk, or like I'd be so like out of it mentally, I wouldn't be able to do anything. Whatever the, for whatever reason, my body just responds very poorly to the ingredients of cold medicine. So I try my hardest to not take cold medicine, even if it's like my day off. Like I just can't function well on it. I can't think straight, and I just feel like my head is just completely disconnected from my body, and I hate the way it makes me feel. So if I wanted to, you know, I can go out and get some, you know, really, really cheap medicine that would take away the symptoms. So my throat would be less sore, my nose would be less stuffy, my head would be less congested. But then I would just feel like absolute hell anyway. So it's, which one would I rather have? At least now I can still think properly, and I can, you know, function in my job. It's uncomfortable, but I can do it. All right, guys, so I don't know, that's it. So if you get here, again, I'll try to dive deeper into speaking to other teachers if they think, if other people are getting sick here more than their home countries, or if it has something to do with the like nutrients, or if it has something to do with being in a school with kids all day. All right, guys, this is Halfway broadcasting from around the world, Phnom Penh, Cambodia. In the description, of course, will be the Facebook channel, my email, and also the this is how I eat easy this is how I eat easy vids. Email will be in there also, and I'll make another video about that to update that one a little bit more. All right, guys, this is Halfway broadcasting from around the world, Phnom Penh, Cambodia. Peace, guys. Be easy.